Good evening, Lick Manuel Lopez. My name is Michael Gaitan, and I am going to tell you what I understood about the relationship between language and thought. I want to start by saying that the use of language is what makes us different from animals and thus making a so called social environment. Language is a very fundamental part of our culture, and it is rather an awesome social tool that we acquire at an early age. In the other hand, thought is another feature we humans have, which gives us the ability to solve complex or difficult problems. This is indeed a difficult topic to discuss. So much that for many decades, philosophers have questioned whether these two abilities are related, and if so, what the nature of the relationship between language and thought is. I read that at the beginning of the last century, psychologists joined this debate, and it is a topic that currently is generating a lot of research. Like I said, is kind of difficult because it covers too much. For example, if we talk about normal children, they acquire language at a very early age. But have you ever asked yourself, what about a child that is raised in isolation, or a deaf child in a country, let's say, for example, in El Salvador, right? A deaf child is born, okay, who was maybe a few years too late for this new school or this new language that emerged. Like before, we didn't have schools for deaf people, and now we do. So, how do these people think? Because our own language and thought are so tied together that it seems that all of our thoughts happen in language. I mean, it feels that way. It makes us wonder what exactly is this relationship between our language and how we think. And I don't want to go too deep into this, but in my own and simple words, I believe that the relationship between a language and thought can be defined as two processes that depend on one another due to the fact that we need thoughts to formulate language. I think that thought helps us to produce words and ideas that are created in our brain and are then executed through the use of language. Both of them help us and are vital to the cognitive and social development of the human being. And that would be it. Thank you very much. I hope you like my little speech.